Hey, welcome to my journey. This will be a short video just because I'm tired. I'm just going to tell you I'm tired, and it's later in the afternoon till I got around to this because I had to take David. Well, I had to go to the doctor this morning at the wound clinic, and then I had to come home and take David to get his car out of the shop. It was something he could have fixed, but he don't have time working on the house down there. So I got that, and then there was a couple of places I wanted to go, and so then I got home late, and I told him, I'm like, well, I hadn't even filmed my weigh-in. So weigh-in this week, I gained. I mean, I can't say here again, the numbers, I don't tell you as long as there's wrappings on my legs because it's not a true number. So all I know is I gained, but it was not enough to negate the really good loss I had last week. So if you average the past 2 weeks, it was a good loss still. So, I mean, you win some, you lose some. You do good, you don't do good. I mean, I've said it 1,000 times. I'll say it 1,000 more. Just because I had this weight loss surgery don't mean I've arrived. Don't mean I'm there. Don't mean I've got it licked. Don't mean I understand exactly everything to do perfectly. So that's all I'll say about that. I gained this week. Now, let me get to the good part. What's that song? Let's skip to the good part. I know if you watch TikTok, you know what I'm talking about. So I didn't tell y'all last week because I didn't want to jinx it. But that doctor I seen last week, he said he thinking maybe this would be the last week. I'm like, oh, don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. I didn't want to jinx it. That's why I didn't tell y'all Thursday. He told me that Thursday morning before I filmed on Thursday. I said, nope, I ain't going to let on. I ain't going to let on because it will jinx it sure as the world. Because y'all know I believe in that. So I went this morning and the right leg is almost completely like scab was gone, fell off, whatever. The left one scabbed up. And she come in there, she started picking it off. She goes, oh, she got it where it was attached to the meat. She goes, let me leave well enough alone. Because remember, she did that to me week before last. And she told the girl, she goes, put a piece of foam on it before you do her things. She said, you take that off tomorrow. I said, does that mean you're not putting that stuff on? She said, no. She said, you're good. She said, you got your thing. They're Circade, CIRCADE. Your thing? I'm like, yeah, I brought them because I couldn't try them on at home because I had, all that stuff on. So I thought I'd bring them. So when we took this stuff off, if we were to wrap them again, at least we could try them on and make sure they fit. If they didn't, I could send them back. And she said, nope. She said, we're not going to put ours back on. She said, you do yours. So the ones that I ordered, that they ordered for me, you had to put a black stocking on first, which the nurse did the right leg for me. The stocking, and then it's a wraparound Velcro compression. Because I told her, I said, I'll never be able to get one and pull one up. I'll never be able to. Well, I told her, I said, let me try the left leg to see if I can even get it on, because she was having a hard time getting it over the foot part's really compressed. And if you can't get a good grip on it and you can't really bend and get to it, I couldn't get it on. So I had to have her finish putting it on. I'm like, well, I don't know. Maybe this will get easier. She said, well, they do make these things. You put the stockings on, put your foot in it, and then it pulls the stocking up. I said, well, I'll be looking for one of those. I'm sure Amazon has them. That's where I got my space boots from. So no more wound clinic. No more wound clinic. I go in 2 weeks so they can see how this is healing. The thing about these ones that I got now, I have to wear them every day as soon as I get up until I go to bed. But here's the thing. Now, they put them on me, and then I did all my running and everything to come home. But I already had to take the right one off because when I got there this morning, one of the nurses that I've seen more than all the other ones, I come in the door and she goes, what's that gimp? I said, girl, my leg is killing me. Well, she had to take a patient back. So when I got into the room with another nurse that I've seen a lot, she come in there. She goes, I hope you don't mind me being here. She said, but there's nobody here. She said, I just need to come here and check on my favorite patient. She said, I know you're not supposed to have favorites, but she's one of my favorites. She said, I saw her coming in with that gimp. I need to come see what's wrong with her. So She got them scissors and she started cutting that thing off. She wanted to see. There is a bruise, a yellow bruise at the wrapping line. When that girl wrapped it last week, I knew as soon as she got up that high, it didn't feel right. They never, either leg of all the weeks that I've had this going on, has ever been that high. And I think it got too high, and the way my leg would bend, like I'm sitting here in my chair right now, was digging in that soft tissue. And you can see, let's say this is my knee and this is the top of my leg. There's a yellow bruise that just goes straight across where that foam and that bandage was. So I come in the door. I told David, I said, I know I'm supposed to have it on, but I got to get this thing off. It is killing me. I could hardly get my leg back in the car when I was doing my shopping. That's what I did. I did shopping. Surprise. Get my leg back in the car. It was hurting me so bad. Yes. So, but here's the thing. I went in there a while ago and I told David, I said, this naked foot feels so good on this naked floor. I don't know what to do. And I don't like to go barefoot. I prefer to have socks on or my bedroom shoes. I just don't like to go barefoot. Well, it ain't bothering me today. You know, my foot has not touched the floor since December the 8th. That's the first day I got wrapped, was December the 8th. And the only time those wraps came off was during that half-hour frame of when I would get it taken off. They'd look at it and rewrap it. That's it. Twice a week. That's it. I feel like I'm being naughty right here without anything on my leg. I feel so cool. You know, if I had to do that in the hot, oh my gosh, miserable. I had to do the first time I had lymphedema treatment, and that's when they really pile it on. I mean, pile on the foam and oh my gosh, tons of it. That was in the summertime. It was miserable. But the right leg, that scab is all but gone. And the left leg, that was the big one. It is still scabbed, but it quit draining. There was a little bit on the bandage, but not enough that they consider it draining. And so the doctor, she come in, she started picking at it. And when she did, she pulled up one. It started bleeding just like she did 2 weeks ago. She goes, oh, I better leave well enough alone. I'm thinking, yes, you better. So she told her to put that little piece of foam on it, and then I could take it off the day. And that's when I told her, I said, you're not going to rewrap me? She goes, no. I'm like, yes. So I got to do those every day, though. I'll definitely have to get me one of them things, or I ain't going to be able to get this. David ain't going to be home when I get up to put them things on. I know one thing. I can't wait to sleep tonight without anything on my legs. I can't wait to get in the shower tomorrow. I'm going to scrub my legs within an inch of their life. The only cleaning these legs have seen since December the 8th are a baby wipe from when they take off the old wrap before they put on the new wrap. They baby wipe it. Your leg and your feet and your toes. That's it. I mean, I know it ain't getting dirty because it's being wrapped up, but you're still shedding skin and growing new skin. So I'm going to scrub them. I'm not going to scrub the sore, but I'm going to scrub them bad boys. Might even shave them. Oh my gosh. Listen, I hate shaving. I don't. I ain't hardly got no hair on my legs. It ain't like when I was young. You know, when you're young, you can go head to head with a grizzly bear, but then when you get older, it just kind of fades away. So listen, you young girls, that's one thing you got to look forward to. There are several advantages to getting older. I mean, yes, you got more time behind you than you got in front of you, but there's advantages, and there's one really big one we won't talk about, but trust me, it's an advantage. You older ladies know what I'm talking about. Bonus. That is Happy Dance Day. Happy Dance Day. So, I don't know what else to talk about today. I think I done told you I'm tired. I'm tired. So, now I still got to go in there and film my hauls. And I ain't going to tell you about my shopping because then I won't have nothing to talk about on my haul. What I'll have tomorrow has already been filmed. It's already filmed and uploaded and scheduled. It's ready to go. So, my nose itches. So it's ready. Listen, I think I'm going to do something different this week. I just don't know. I've been studying on this. I'm going to study on it some more. But, I have to meal prep. Because when I'm left to my own devices, I don't always make the best choices. Which is funny considering there's not food in my house that are really bad choices. So, it does not make no sense. But I can still make a bad choice out of good food. I know y'all understand that probably better than I'm making it out, but y'all know what I'm talking about. But I've been looking at some cookbooks and whatnot, and I just want to eat some different things. It worries me if I don't meal prep, if I don't have something ready, because I need something to go to when I'm hungry. If I don't have something ready, I'm either A, not going to eat, or I'm not going to eat properly. But I want some different foods. I want some different breakfast. I want to make something different for breakfast. I want to make something different for lunch. I know I meal prep and I have that for 4 days, sometimes 5. That gives me 2 or 3 days to do it. But I want to change. I want to not meal prep on a Saturday morning because I just do. I just not want to do it. For a while anyway. So I think I'm going to work on my menu of having different things, and I'm going to make sure that I have the ingredients and that is something that is not going to be hard for me, because if it's going to be hard, I'm not going to do it. Forget it. I'm not going to do it. I'll eat a cheese stick and be done with it. So I think I'll work on that this week. Mixing it up a little bit. I don't know. I think I should chance it. I think I should try. I owe it to myself to try. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, right? What if I find out I do really good and I can just meal prep if I want to, not because I have to? Who knows? I am still meal prepping this week though, because I got it planned. I got the ingredients bought, and I'm not giving up my garlic shrimp. Even if I stopped meal prepping this minute on, there will still be garlic shrimp in my future. That stuff is so good. I just can't get over it, how good it is. So anyway, I think I'm going to keep it real short today. So coming up tomorrow is Chat and Haul. I think that's a pretty long video, so get your coffee. Get your coffee ready. Well, that was loud. So, had a gain this week. Earned it. Didn't earn it. Earned part of it. I think that's the way I'll go. Earn part of it. I don't think I earned the whole thing. I really don't. But next week we'll go back to so whatever I tell you, next weigh-in is going to be from the last weigh-in before I started getting wrapped until then. And listen, I haven't even checked. I maybe didn't even lose the whole time when you put it together. Subtract, I don't know how much I weighed on December the 8th or whenever my weigh-in was. Woo. So, but whatever it was, that's what my I'm going to subtract from for next week. So, wish me luck. I'm going to try to give it the old college try. That's all I can do. That's all I can do. So, okay, that's all I know. So, let me go so I can get this stinking video put up. And I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow on Chat and Haul. Okay, bye.